Did you know that you can break out from stagnation simply by making a few changes? Oh, yes, you can, because I broke out from stagnation, and if I can, so can you. So, let me give you some background. I lived in a poor neighborhood for 3 years and became as poor as poverty itself. After this 3 years period of staying in a poor neighborhood, I moved back to my parents' house because I couldn't even afford to stay in the poor neighborhood. Can you imagine? That is not just stagnation, that is stagnation and retrogression. I am no longer in my parents' house. I am now in my own house and I now live in a rich neighborhood. So, who is in the best position to talk to you about breaking out from stagnation, if not me that broke out from stagnation, if not me that has been there and done that? But before we continue, hope you did not miss my video, 10 misconceptions that may be holding you back. Welcome to Socrates Udok's Vlogs, your online resource for high quality information on how to live your best life. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our videos. These are 10 things I did to break out from stagnation. Number 1, I went and got wisdom. Wisdom is profitable to direct. So, if you cannot direct yourself to the type of life you want, you can get wisdom and wisdom will direct you. If you want to direct yourself from a life of poverty to a life of abundance, get wisdom and wisdom will direct you. So I got wisdom and wisdom directed me from a life of stagnation and poverty to a life of abundance. When you get wisdom, you will understand how life works. Not how you think life works, but how life really works. Wisdom is justified by her children, and the children of wisdom are prosperity, good health, and long life. So if you don't have these things in your life, it means that you are lacking in wisdom. When you get wisdom, you will be equipped with the tools you need to get yourself out of stagnation. So, how did I get wisdom? I got wisdom from the books of Proverbs in the Bible and from listening to YouTube videos of wise people like Miles Monroe, David Oyedepo, and Joshua Selman, etc. The good results I now have is a testament that wisdom has directed me out from a life of stagnation to a life of abundance. Wisdom has directed me from a life of stagnation to a life of abundance. It can also direct you from a life of stagnation to a life of abundance. So, get wisdom. Number 2, I learned to avoid distractions. The time you spend on distractions prevent you from moving forward, thereby causing stagnation. Anything that does not support the achievement of your goal is a distraction. When I was stagnated, everything was doable. I watched movies and listened to music all the time, and these two activities were eating up valuable time I could have applied in doing the things that would move me forward. I no longer watch movies and I no longer listen to music. I have a lot to achieve, so I don't have time for entertainment. For me now, entertainment are distractions because entertainment does not lead to the achievement of my goals. If my goal is to earn $5,000 a year, anything that does not support this goal is a distraction. If you remove distractions from your life, you will see how easy it is to achieve your goals. Distractions are the chains that are stopping you from achieving your goals. Think of something that you do that doesn't lead to the achievement of your goals. Get those things out of your life and you will be able to move faster towards the achievement of your goals. Once you remove distractions from your life, you will be able to focus on the things that matter to the achievement of your goals. And this is how you will be able to achieve your goals. Watching movies, listening to music, watching football, Going to nightclub, playing video games are things you can do if you have assets that are generating passive income for you. But if you don't have assets generating passive income for you, then you shouldn't be entertaining yourself. You should be building assets that will accelerate your progress. That is how you break out from stagnation. Number 3, I learned the principle of karmic debt and karmic credit. After I broke out from stagnation, I discovered that the things we have done in the past can come to our future and stop us from moving forward. This is called karmic debt, and it swings both ways. You can secure karmic debt or karmic credit. Karmic debt is when you do bad things to people and you reap bad things in your future. Karmic credit is when you do good things to people and you reap good things in your future. I can't remember doing bad things to people, but I remember I wasn't doing good things to people. So I had no karmic credit in my future account. And when a person does not have karmic credit in his future account, when he or she gets to his or her future, that person will meet a future of lack. And the life of lack is a life of stagnation. Some people will never move forward in life because the wicked things they have done to people in the past will not allow them to move forward. For every action, there is a reaction. If you have hurt people in the past, you borrowed money and refused to pay, you stole someone's property, you accused someone falsely, you denied someone what was rightly his or hers, you spoke to someone arrogantly, then these things you have done in the past will wait for you in your future and make sure you never move forward. This is the number one cause of stagnation for many people: wickedness. In order to get yourself out from stagnation, if you have done wicked things in the past, go back to those you have offended and make peace with them. Return back the money you borrowed. Return what you stole back to the rightful owner. Make it up to whoever you accused falsely. Make it up to the person you spoke to arrogantly. Give back to the person the thing you denied him or her of. God cannot be mocked. What you sow is what you reap. You can't cause pain to others and then you think you will be able to move forward. It can't happen. The most dangerous thing you can do to yourself is if you do evil to someone that did good to you. If, for example, someone saw you standing on the road and decided to give you a ride with his car, and you quietly steal his wristwatch that he kept in his car, and you alight from the car with the person's wristwatch unknown to the person, that means you have done evil to someone that did you good. If you do that, prepare for a hard life. The secret of our future lies in our past. Make right the bad things you did in your past, and you will be able to break out from stagnation. Number 4, I discovered I was in the wrong location. Some plants do not grow in some locations, so you cannot thrive in some locations. The day we understand the impact our environment has on us, that is the day we will solve a large part of our problems. Anything you want, find out the environment best suited for getting that result. You cannot get rich in a poor environment. You cannot have peace in a chaotic environment. You cannot break from stagnation when all those in the same environment you are stagnated. You will always look like your environment. So if you want to break out from stagnation, move to an environment where people are not stagnated, and the environment will support you in your journey to living an abundant life. There are some environments with very old houses. Those environments are stagnated, so you can't make progress there. There are environments with modern houses. Those environments are not stagnated, so you can make progress there. That is how to determine an environment that causes stagnation and an environment that causes progress. Some environments are designed to give you easy life. In those environments, there are good roads that make your commuting or transportation easy. There are beautiful flowers and beautiful trees that brighten your day. There are latest cars around that inspire you. There are beautiful buildings, beautiful houses, beautiful infrastructure that inspire you. This is the type of environment you should be if you want to break out from stagnation. So the environment I was staying was the major cause of the stagnation I was going through. When I got out from that environment, I started becoming prosperous. So if you want to be rich and you're currently living in a poor environment, leave that poor environment and move to a rich environment. Your future will thank you. Number 5, I had the wrong association. Stagnation can be broken by changing your association. Oh, yes, it can. Change your association from associating with people that are stagnated to associating with people that are making progress. Aside changing the people you physically interact with, also change the people you are following on social media. The people in our association inspire us to work harder and perform at our peak. He that walks with the wise will be wise. This means you will always have the same results as the results of the people in your association. Why this is important is because the people in our association act as a limit to what we can achieve. If you associate with those that are achieving more than you will be inspired to achieve bigger goals. Example, if those in your current associations are staying in a 1-bedroom mini flat, if you start associating with people that live in mansions, you will be inspired to start living in a mansion. If those in your old associations are driving old cars, if you start associating with people that are driving latest cars, you will be inspired to drive the latest car. That is how our association inspires us to break out from stagnation. The moment I changed my association, I implemented the things I learned from the people that were doing better than me, and that was how I was able to break out from stagnation. Number 6, I had to learn financial principles. We need money to live in this world. Money is needed for progress in life. So if you don't understand how money works, we will be stagnated. I didn't understand financial principles, so I became stagnated. I didn't understand the principles of having assets that generate passive income, having savings, having emergency funds, closing up financial leakages, etc. For example, when it comes to closing up financial leakages, anything you spend money on that does not support the realization of your goal is a financial leakage. Example, if your goal is to be rich, spending money buying novels to read is a financial leakage. If your goal is to be rich, instead of buying novels, you should be buying financial books, not novels. After you've made a lot of money, you can then read novels. Remember that when you are poor and stagnated, you have limited money. So your limited money should be used to purchase the things that can accelerate your progress, not spending money on the things that keep you stagnated. Other examples of financial leakages are making costly mistakes, wastage, wrong assumptions, etc. Number 7, I discovered the one mistake principle. This principle states that one mistake can cause a big problem. One spark can burn a forest. One hole can sink a big ship. One little mistake you make can cause a lot of problems in your life. For example, if while driving at top speed, you make the mistake of pressing the brake later than you should have, and you have an accident that breaks your leg and makes you unable to work. That is one mistake that has a chain of many negative consequences. You break your leg, you are not able to walk anymore. Your inability to work affects your finances. You are out of money. you become stagnated because of one mistake. That is what I'm talking about. One wrong sentence, not well communicated, can destroy your business and your family. So, learning to avoid making mistakes is very important. Years past, I used to make a lot of mistakes. Then I would brush it aside by saying, we all make mistakes. I didn't know that we all pay for our mistakes. So I was always paying for mistakes that I could have avoided. Example, there was a time I made the mistake of allowing my Samsung phone to fall on the ground, and the phone screen broke, and I spent 50,000 naira repairing the phone screen. That mistake cost me 50,000 naira that I could have used to do something else. One mistake you make can stagnate you for a very long time. So learn to avoid mistakes. It will accelerate your journey to prosperity. Number 8, I learned that little things go a long way. I learned that saying please, thank you, I am sorry can go a long way in accelerating your journey to prosperity. Refusing to say please, thank you, I am sorry can close the door of favor, and you need favor to accelerate your journey to prosperity. When a person does not have favor with men, he lives a hard life. Such a person has to work for everything. The fact that the word gift exists means that people can give or gift you things free of charge. In life, you mustn't work for everything. If you have favor with people, they can give you things free of charge. But you have to learn to say please, thank you, and I am sorry before you can get favor with men. If you listen to billionaires talking, you will always hear them say these words: please, thank you, I am sorry, regularly.
It's waiting for you. And run with it. Thank you.
That is why they are billionaires, because these words endears people to them. And when people come to you, money also comes, because money hides in people. You can't live a life of constantly saying please, thank you, and I am sorry, and be stagnated. Those are magic words that would break the bars of stagnation holding you back. So learn to say please, thank you, and I am sorry. Say it now. Please, thank you, and I am sorry. That's it. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Number 9, I fully understood the concept of leverage. Leverage is using a tool to get more work done with less effort. Leverage separates the rich from the poor. Examples of leverages are technology, other people's platforms, other people's knowledge, other people's time, other people's money, other people's relationships, etc. When it comes to leveraging on other people's knowledge, you can, for example, use 10 minutes to watch a video on YouTube and learn what took someone 10 years to learn. That is leverage. You don't need to experience everything yourself. A wise person learns from other people. You can leverage on other people's knowledge. Learning how to use every available leverage is very important in accelerating our speed in life. So I hope to make another video to fully talk about leverage. Example, Mr. A hawks books on the street and Mr. B sells books on a website online. Both Mr. A and Mr. B sell books, but Mr. B is leveraging on a website, which is leveraging on technology. Mr. B will sell more books, more than Mr. A, because Mr. B can sell books on his website with little or no effort. He can sell books on his website even when he is sleeping. Mr. A has to be awake and has to dissipate a lot of energy before he can sell a book. Very rich people are masters of using leverage. And when you master the concept of using leverage, you will break out from any stagnation. Number 10, I learned the concept of learning. Years past, I thought learning was limited to what we were taught in school. I didn't know that anything can be learned. Getting rich can be learned. Staying healthy can be learned. Being attractive can be learned. If there are people that have the results you want, you can learn from them how they got the results and implement what you have learned in your life, and you will also get the results. Isn't that wonderful? To break out from stagnation, read the biography of someone that broke out from stagnation and implement in your life what the person did. That is how you break out from stagnation. Oprah Winfrey was born in a poor Mississippi family in 1954, but she's now worth $2.5 billion. Find out how Oprah Winfrey broke out from poverty or stagnation. Find out what Shewe Ilogu did to break out from stagnation. He was born poor in Aguda, Surulere, Nigeria, and became a very rich black man in Switzerland, now worth over $100 million. Implement what you have found in your life and you will break out from stagnation. You have made it to the end of the video, so you win a bonus point. Number 11. I learned the concept of self-examination. We can always examine ourselves and determine where things went wrong. Retrace our steps and get back on track. With self-examination, you can determine the things you do that brings you good results and things you do that brings you problems. Then you keep doing the things that brings you good results and you stop doing the things that brings you problems. You are stagnated because you are regularly doing things that are causing you problems. So you are in a web of problems, which is why you are stagnated. When you sit down and figure out what is causing problems in your life and you stop doing those things, the problem will stop happening to you and you will be able to move forward. That was how I broke out from stagnation. I stopped doing things that were causing me problems and I continued doing the things that were bringing me good results. I hope this video was valuable to you. Write in the comment section what you think can cause stagnation in the life of a person. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Don't forget to watch my video, 10 things to do to sit with the rich. I will see you in that video. Take care.